It's been a weird few weeks in the automotive industry, especially in our four-wheel drive Land Rover-y sort of world that we live in. So I thought I'd do a little news vloggy thing and talk about some stuff. So Land Rover have just published their best first quarter results revenue-wise. That's not profit, but that's just sales. And in some ways that's good, that's obviously good, but it's not as amazing as it could be because prices are going up, so everything's going up. But it is good, and that's cool. So Land Rover are looking okay. But we read the financial report. We might even do we managed to find some report, didn't we, George? It was like, had loads of, that they were presenting to stakeholders, and it's on the internet somewhere. I don't know how we found that, but there was some interesting stuff in it. One thing I haven't heard mentioned, I'm sure it's out on the internet somewhere, is that the Freelander is coming back. Now, not quite, don't get too excited, but do get excited. So it's coming back, and it's going to be, they're going to license it or do a joint venture with Chery Automotive in China. So the Freelander is going to come back as a fully electric 4x4, which is actually really cool. Now, there was some talk that they might have, so you know how they've got a Range Rover and a Range Rover Sport, Discovery and a Discovery Sport. There was talk that maybe there might be a Defender and a Defender Sport, a baby, more affordable basic, maybe on the new Evoque platform or something like that. Maybe this is all speculation. Maybe they've changed gear and they've actually done a joint venture with the Chinese company, and they've got some good technology and obviously low manufacturing costs. So maybe that's where they're gonna get into this higher volume, lower priced segment of the market with the help of the Chinese. So we'll watch that. Maybe it's just for sale in China. The financial report just said to keep an eye on that, and the Freelander is coming back. Watch this space. But we'd certainly be up for buying an all-electric Freelander, wouldn't we, George?
Yeah.
And taking it through his paces. So watch this. Right, I've actually got notes. What else did I want to talk about? There's quite a few things. Also in that financial report, it talked about Discovery in it and how there is a new Discovery coming. It didn't say that exactly, did it? But it had a picture, I'll put it on the screen now, of like, they had the Range Rover and they had the original Range Rover and the new Range Rover L460. And then the next slide had the Discovery and then a big question mark. And I think that was alluding to there's a new Discovery coming. And they put a slide up with loads of like buzzwords about what a Discovery means, what the sort of things. And there's a lot of words in there that we thought were really cool about family orientated. Social, yeah, a lot of social. And it didn't allude to off-road, but I'll put it up because I can't actually remember. But it was all like capable and adventure and stuff like that. So I think they might be sort of getting the Discovery 5 was quite a luxurious car, really, wasn't it? Inside.
I really didn't like it.
And it had the wonky rear, but aside from the wonky rear, it seemed to be super plush. It's a lovely car, but it seemed to have gone away from the Discovery 1 sort of family ethos that it whole started. Because obviously when the Discovery started, they had Defender and Range Rover, and they were at two different ends, and they wanted something to plop in the middle, and it did really well because it was a middle-class family car, which is obviously where there's a lot of sales volume. So Discovery Freelander is coming back. Discovery may be back. Will it be the Discovery 6 or the all-new Discovery? We'll wait and see. INEOS this week. So INEOS at the moment is a one-car brand. Okay, you could say, well, they've got the pickup, so maybe we'll give them the Grenadier.
I think you can give them two.
We'll give them two. We'll give them the Grenadier and the Quartermaster. But is it a Quartermaster or is it a INEOS Grenadier Quartermaster? I'm not sure. We'll give them two. But they were going to be, there was a lot of press and they did a launch. I'll put a picture on the screen. And it was going to be called the Fusilier. And I did a whole video on it. And it's this all-electric sort of compact 4x4. And I thought, that's brilliant. That's going to be accessible to a lot of people and hopefully have some fun with tank turns or do some other crazy stuff. And it'd be really good to see what that could do. But that's been cancelled. That's now in the bin. So where is INEOS going as a car brand? I'm left questioning it. Are they just going to focus or on the Grenadier type of thing? Now, obviously, canning the Fusilier is sort of bad news for a lot of people, bad news for INEOS, but it's also bad news for Magna Steyr, who were going to make the Fusilier, I believe. Because obviously, INEOS have got their own manufacturing plant, but I believe the electric car was going to be done, at least developed, and I thought produced by Magnus Steyr. Now, so that's bad news for Magnus Steyr in Austria. But they've also had bad news in recent weeks because Fisker, the automotive group, the car maker that made the Fisker Ocean, they have basically had a rough time, and they're basically now, as a company, in the bin. So Magnus Steyr has said they're going to lose $400 million in revenue by that. So it's weird how the automotive world all sort of connects up, doesn't it? You've got this INEOS Fusilier link to Magnus Steyr, and we were looking at the prices of those Fisker Oceans. If you look on eBay, a car that was £40,000 new a few weeks ago is now, same car new on the forecourt, £20,000. Because obviously the company's in the bin, so if it breaks, what's the warranty? George and I are tempted to buy one just for a...
Rip it apart.
Rip it apart, I don't know. George wants to do an off-road build, but I said, you'll never get it fixed. But anyway, yeah, should we buy a Fisker Ocean just because it's cheap? More bad news in the INEOS sphere. It's like a curse almost, isn't it? Recaro, that make those lovely, probably 2 flash seats. Did you not know this, George? Recaro have gone bust. So Recaro, the seat maker, so I don't know what seats they're going to put in the INEOS Grenadier going forward. I suspect someone will come in and save Recaro. They're quite a big company. But that was out the blue. I don't think many people saw that coming. But they're in some sort of administration type of thing. So that's another thing. It's all happening in the automotive world. It's tough out there at the moment. I mean, with interest rates going up and money's tight. And against all this, we've got the launch of the new Defender Octa, which we did really like. We liked a lot of things about it. We like the colour. We like the fact it's now got the roof rack. We love the twin snorkels. We love the power. We love the 6D suspension. I always get that wrong. Suspension with the detachable. But we were disappointed it didn't have 4-wheel steer. But that wasn't... but anyway, we did have an order in for one of those, and we'd paid a deposit. But we've been getting itchy feet, and I've been losing sleep over spending £180,000 on one. Now, obviously, we could create some YouTube content, and we could do some crazy stuff and do some tests and like compare it to a G-Wagon or Grenadier V8 or whatever else we wanted to do. But I'm not sure we can risk losing that much money. So we have... Doesn't mean we will never get one. It just means at this moment in time we have cancelled. So we've got a number plate. I can't see it because the garage door's open. But we've got our, yeah, if anyone wants the 001 Octa number plate, let us know. Right, if you're getting an Octa, I think we know one guy. We know one flash guy we meet at Gaydon every year, don't we, George? I think he's getting his. So maybe we can go up and visit his. I think that's all I had on my notes. A crazy few weeks in the automotive world. But yeah, we'll talk more about the Octa in another video, maybe, shall we? Maybe we'll, when we can get our hands on one, we'll have a look at one. But there we go. Stay safe. Random vlog. Let us know, do you like these random updates? Oh, we had a cool day yesterday, didn't we, George? The Range Rover Register came and visited, and we got all the cars out the front. We didn't actually get all the cars out the front, did we? We were about 5 short. And that one didn't get out. I'll put a picture. So they came and they asked if they could come and have a visit. So we laid on a little VIP visit for those guys. And that was really cool. So we'll put a picture of that. With that, I will leave you. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good week.